to share two elements. The first element is that it has really helped us build this coaching practice, or me in particular with my company, to have a methodology that would distinguish us from other coaches, which just go in and say, this is, I coach, and this is it. The second thing is that we do a lot of corporate coaching, which obviously makes the coaching a little bit scalable. So let me go over both of these. I founded the Conscious Business Institute. So our whole idea, our whole approach is, how do we change the way we run organizations? How do we make them more, not just effective, but more conscious? How do we implement a new leadership style that is necessary? How do we implement purpose-driven cultures? So there's a specific topic that we focus on very much in organizations. Around this conscious business paradigm, we have created methodologies. For example, a framework that we go into organizations with that would help them step by step to create these up-and-coming leaders, these new leaders, or that create new cultures in organizations. So my suggestion would be, the first one is find a specific topic that you burn for. It might be conscious business for me, it might be relationships, it might be personal growth, whatever it is, but find a topic that you really burn for. And then secondly, investigate how these changes are happening in an organization. What is necessary in order to take one person or an organization from point A, where they are, to point B. And you will find that there are certain steps necessary. In our case, it is, for example, when we look at an organization, the individual needs to be aware and needs to be conscious. Then we need to implement it into the team. Then we need to build a purpose around the organization, and then we need to implement it in the organization itself. And all needs to have a certain leadership model that puts this together. So bam, that's a framework that we can put on paper. So when we speak with organizations, suddenly it's not, I'm a coach and this is how I do and I have a few clients, but this is the framework that we take people through. So since we all want some safety when we do certain things and also hire a coach, this gives a lot of safety and structure, because we have a certain guideline and people know, oh, this is what's going to happen on day one. This is what's going to happen after 3 months. This is what's going to happen after 6 months. And then we can obviously measure against that. That has helped us a lot to differentiate ourselves. Point one. Point two is to go into organizations. This could be, if you're a business coach, obviously large organizations, or it can be, if you're a relationship coach, you can go into maybe hospitals or something. I don't know, but find other organizations that deal with relationships maybe. For our purpose here, let's speak about organizations. We work with large global organizations. So when we design programs for these organizations, they, for example, have 150 people that go through programs every year. So we take these 150 people, and each year we have to coach them. So every person gets, for example, 10 coaching sessions. That's a lot of coaching. So in this way, you're not delivering a coaching session every hour, or you have one new client. But if you can get into these organizations, and obviously there's a certain approach to do that, you get a whole lot of coaching right there. The way we handle it is that we go in ourselves, and maybe we take 5, 6, 7 coachees ourselves. And then we bring in other coaches that are trained in our methodology, in this framework, and place them into this coaching contract. And thereby we can obviously also earn a little bit money on top of that, because we get a certain amount of money from the company, we manage the project, and then the coachees get a certain amount of money. So the delta obviously goes to us, and that's how we build our revenue stream.